record. All right, Peter, we are recording, my friend. So, you asked me, the first question you asked me is how did CPN come about? Is that what you asked me?
No, no. Actually, the first question that I asked was basically when did it officially launch?
Well, it hasn't officially launched. We've been in a private launch for like 3 months. And private launches, I always say that 9 out of 10 companies, they never do private launches public because of, in a private launch is when they organize in the structure, the website, the programming, and to just putting everything together. So they decided to publicly do a private launch, and they brought over like 5, 6 leaders across the globe, and we got together and we decided, okay, guys, so it's going to be a hard 3 months, but we're gonna go through it and give the company time to put everything together. So that's what we did. So basically, we officially pre-launched today. So today is when we officially pre-launch, and we're gonna be in pre-launch through the next 3 to 4 months, maybe a little longer, but maybe a little less. And that all depends. The pre-launch phase is when. Right now, we have what we call the bridge website. So the website is good, but we are launching a better website with a lot more information. That's what's in the bridge website right now. The back office, we have the initial phase 1 of the back office done. And what I mean by that you have everything you need to build a business with. People can come in, activate, you can get paid, you can see your downline, the reports and things like that. But there's so much more that they want to add to that back office, like different reports, the different coins. Right now, we only have Litecoin active. We're going to have, the Ethereum, CCATS, Decreed, Nexus, DATS, all these coins that are going to come active for mining through the pre-launch phase. So that's where we are. We're on the pre-launch phase, and then we officially launching the end of the year.
Okay.
So that's where we at. So let me go ahead and go through through the slides real quick. So Crypto Profits Network. Basically, the one thing that is important about Crypto Profits Network is it's Pinnacle Mining's marketing arm. So Pinnacle Mining is not a brand new company. Pinnacle Mining has been in business for over 4 years. But their focus for the last 4 years was not affiliate marketing, was not selling one and 2 machines, or selling even cloud mining. Their focus was building mining farms or closing high value contracts on the high hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, where they go in and company XYZ, they need a mining farm. So they'll find a location, they install the machines, they'll train a team, to care for the machines, and just basically they'll set up the operation and kind of manage the whole operation. So that's what they did for the past 4 years. Now, Crypto Profits Network came about because they wanted to offer the benefits of Pinnacle to the public, but they didn't want to sway from what they already had as the goal for a company, which is serving high value contracts. So that's why Crypto Profits came about. So Crypto Profits basically is this marketing arm that they're using to go after or not go after, but provide the service to the public. Okay. So that's how Crypto Profits came about. So the facilities, the one thing, and I've got to know the owners, and I basically personally looked at the actual numbers. Okay, so some people might tell you, oh yeah, this is what we do, but they don't show you the numbers. I actually, before we decided to join like 3 months ago, he flew down. We met with a few leaders. We spent 2 or 3 days. We got to know him. And we went through the numbers, and we saw the transparency that he was showing us, and that's the reason why we joined. The other thing is that these people haven't been mining for 4 years. They've been owning Pinnacle Mining for 4 years, but one of the owners, they've been mining since 2009, the other one 2010. So these are people that's been collectively in the crypto space since the very, very beginning. I'm talking about over 10 years collectively. Okay, so now due to that fact, they actually cultivated and they build a really strong relationship with some of the largest cryptocurrency technology and mining equipment companies. And due to that, they actually offer that for their facilities they actually build, they're really modern in relation to the technology behind the mining equipment. For example, when I first joined, and I told you this, Peter, when I first joined, I told them, why don't we offer Ethereum mining? He's like, well, because Ethereum mining in about 3 to 4 months, those GPU miners are going to be cut in half because they're coming up with new ASICs. And I'm like, I haven't seen them. Let it behold, 3 months later, or actually 2-3 months later, it was out to the public, and he had already order inventory. So this is the type of relationship that he had with these big companies. Okay, so he had access to order inventory before it's even out to the public, right? So their mining facilities keep a 98% uptime, and for those that do not know what that means, is that they keep a tech team there 24/7. So if a machine goes down, they make sure they fix it or replace it immediately. So 98 to 100% uptime, that is efficiency. That is absolutely great efficiency, and that's what you're looking for in any mining facility. Okay. Now, this right here, I'm not gonna go through it, Peter. I mean, this is what is hash rate, is mining power. Basically, what we do is basically we sell mining packages under a 24-month lease-back agreement. Why do we call it a lease-back agreement and not a cloud mining contract? Because the word cloud mining contract in a few countries, especially the U.S., it's just not too well taken right now. Okay, and the regulations, which they haven't said yeah or nay. A lot of people might tell you that it's illegal, but they haven't officially said it is. They've been in investigation, but they haven't officially said it is yet. But we don't want to get close to that, so our legal team and consultants told us, let's stay away from that for now, and let's do a 24-month lease-back agreement. And what that means is that you could actually lease our service with an option to purchase the equipment at the end of the term. So you could utilize what the coins you gain weekly and purchase the equipment at the end of the 24 months. And it's an option. You don't have to buy it, but it's an option there. Okay. So
let me ask you this question. So if you have the option to purchase it at the end of 24 months, then, I mean, okay, so then what would that look like?
A lot of people, this right here needs to be there because of legal reasons. Okay. So we have to offer the option to purchase. Okay. As of right now, the people that look for remote mining services is because they don't want to deal with the headaches of buying the machines, connecting machines, electricity, and finding a place to host them, and so on and so forth. I mean, I could tell you a list of things that could go wrong.
Right.
So they just want to be hands off, like myself. I mean, I could buy 500 collectively between me and my partners, 100, 500 machines. Where we're going to put them? We just don't want to deal with that. We honestly don't. So we buy a collective of or a mix of a remote mining service and machines, and we let Pinnacle through CPN just manage them. So at the end of 24 months, what that means is this: at the end of 24 months, number one, we don't know what machine is going to be there at the end of 24 months, right? And that's on the terms and conditions. the terms and conditions state that the cost of the machine was $3,500, but that was 3 months ago. Okay. Right now, the machines are low because the value of the market is low, and that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's especially Bitmain. If the value of the market is low, then the cost of the machines also go down. You know, when Bitcoin goes up to 12, 14,000, for example, the Bitcoin miners go up to also 3,000 to 4,000, right? Right now, you could buy a Bitcoin machine for less than $2,000, but that is not the norm. Okay, so at the end of the 24 months, you can purchase the machine depending on the current market value. You know, we don't know what that's going to be, but you have the option. You have the option to actually purchase the machine at the end of 24 months. So, okay. So you can take part of your gains and purchase, or you can take the gains and repurchase a more remote mine. Okay, but that needs to be there because we need to give the option for people to purchase a machine. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Yep.
Now you met Achilles today. I actually, talk to Achilles. I speak to Achilles at least 2-3 times a week. So we build a great, relationship. I love the transparency of what he's trying to build. So, I just, and one of the things is I know where his heart is. I know where his goal is. And to me, if I know that the person has the right thought in mind, which is basically moving a company from what it is right now to what could be in relation to helping others, that's what I'm looking for in an owner. Transparency, experience, and that his heart is in the right place to actually help others, because it's all about members. Let me use this right here. Okay. Now, these are the 3 owners of Pinnacle Mining. Crypto Profits Network at the moment, through the official pre-launch, is sharing Pinnacle Mining's corporate structure. But once we finish with the official pre-launch, Crypto Profits Network will have its own corporate structure, in addition to Pinnacle Mining, of course, being the mining partner, right? But Pinnacle Mining, Achille Poli, 12 years experience in management and international business development. He served in the U.S. Navy for over 8 years, and you could read this, but he's been in the crypto mining space for since the beginning, since late 2009. Okay, his partner Elia, 10 years experience in business development. He's been in the space for 3 years. He's actually his focus. One of his focus besides Pinnacle Mining, he has built what the company is called Bitcoin for Bank, and it's a Bitcoin brokering service where you could go and buy Bitcoin, buy and sell Bitcoin. Just like local Bitcoins, okay? Right. We're gonna have access to that in a couple of months once we get closer to launch. And Alan Henning, he's the brain of Pinnacle. He's actually been into crypto mining since 2009. He's a really, really smart and really great experience. He worked as an aeronautical technician in the U.S. Navy, 5 years as an avionics technician. And he actually been contracted by the Department of Defense in private projects. So great people, great experience, and these people has been in the crypto space since early or late 2009. Mm-hmm. Now the wealth, the compensation plan, and again, Peter, this is for some of your leaders, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip some of these slides. This right here, there are 6 ways to get in. Okay, copper, it's $100, it's 7.8 metahashes. Bronze, 540 metahashes. Silver, 750, 65 metahashes. Gold, 1,500, 139 metahashes. Diamond, 2,500, 250. and then applying on 4,429 metahashes. Now this is related to Litecoin. The name and the price of the packages will not change. What will change from coin to coin is the amount of mining power you get. Okay, that's what will change. But the price of the entry and the names, none of that will change. Okay. Now, in relation to Litecoin, and this is one thing that you asked me, in relation to Litecoin, if you compare us to Genesis, which is one of the largest, if not the largest, remote mining service right now, in comparison to Hashflare, we have a better price on Litecoin mining right now. Okay, and in addition to that, we actually have an affiliate marketing side attached to it. So it's a win-win situation for people that will, that like to join in the mining space. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unit level, 11 levels, unit level, first level 10%, so you're in 10% on every personal referral, every personal enrollment you make, and up to 1% or down to 1% on the 11th level. Okay. As of right now, this is a promotional compensation plan. What that means is that the company is actually giving us an extra 9%, and they divided the 9% in between the 11 levels. And basically, what they do, the reason why they're doing that is because through the official pre-launch, they just want to give a little more to the membership, so they're earning less and giving more to the field. The first and second level will not change. That 9%, it will change on the other levels, but not the first and second. Okay, which I think is important for leaders, because that's where that's where we focus most, the most, first and second.
Right.
Now, as far as how to earn on 11 levels, is based on the purchase. Legally, you cannot base it on the purchase alone, so we have to also base it on earning it. You could earn it by a personal sponsorship volume, or you could buy it like the bronze is 500, the silver is 750, and then gold is 1500, diamond 2500, and platinum is 4000. So depending on the package you buy, it's the amount of levels you earn. But if you don't have the 4000, 2500, 1500, you could actually sponsor, and by the volume that you get, then you can kind of up yourself from rank to rank, to go from rank to rank. Matching, this is the reason why we're here. You and I and many leaders, are coming in because of this. What I love about this is there's no cap. There's really no cap. Okay, and Richard said this today. Actually, he said that to me about 30 days ago. Would you rather have the cow or the milk? And I'd rather have the cow, because if on a unit level matching, if you get paid on a normal compensation plan, you get paid one time. That's it. You get paid one time. But when you get paid on metahash like this one does, you don't get paid one time. That metahash is deposited into your account, so you get paid every single week for 2 years. So I rather get paid metahash, and there's no limit to how much metahash you could accumulate in your account. So first level 5%. So if somebody comes in at the platinum level, it's 429 metahashes. You're in 5% of the 429 metahashes. So that is deposited directly in your metahash account, and you earn the 5%. You earn on the metahash. You actually earn coins off that, according to what the coin rewards are for that week, and you earn it for the next 2 years, and so on and so forth. You earn from 0.5 to 5% on 11 levels. Okay, and this is based on purchase and repurchase. Everybody's a client, so because everybody's a client, everybody can actually go in and purchase or repurchase more metahash with what they've earned. If like the past 4 weeks, I've earned $100 worth, I could buy another $100 pack. Okay, we are going to come up with repurchase packages that are going to be lower than $100. maybe $40, $50, $60 packages that people can repurchase. You cannot come in at that level, but you can repurchase at those levels.
So let me ask you this question. So let's say you came in. Let's say you came in at the $1,500 level, which is the gold package, and you wanted to repurchase from there. What would that look like?
If you want to repurchase from there, it all depends. It's difficult because it all depends on the week, because each week, depending on the market, the market value of, everybody knows goes up and down, and the mining difficulty goes up and down as well. And also, now, as far as the repurchase, as of right now, they would only be able to repurchase by buying the $100 package. Okay, so let's say that they're doing Litecoin, and again, this also changes from coin to coin, because Litecoin right now is becoming on the mining difficulty. It's getting higher. That affects everybody. It's not nothing to do with Crypto Profits Network, Pinnacle. It's across the board, right? The more miners, they are, the more split you need to have in, the same, with the coins, daily coins. So basically, if on the 1500, hold on one second. On the 1500 based on, let's see, that's 139 2 times 4. So based on, let's say on 150. So based on Litecoin being in between 120 and 150. Okay. They say Litecoin is going to, my trading professional partners are telling me that he might hit in between 180 and 225 within the next 30 days or less. So, but let's say that it's at a 120, 150. With a 1500, you'll be able to repurchase once a month. Okay, with current market, with the current market. Now, that means that and these all changes, Peter, because next month it could be 2 weeks, or next week it could be 2 weeks, right? So this is, and this is actually good. A lot of leaders might appreciate this. Real service shows real gains. Okay, and real gains, what I mean by that, Peter, is a lot of companies will tell you, well, we're gonna pay you 1%, 2%, 3% a day, but the reality is, you know that because we've been in the space for quite some time now. They're just not. They're gonna be here for 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year, depending on how quick their momentum is going. But at one point, they're gonna fold. Okay, so this is based on real service, and real service gets affected by market, mining difficulty, and from coin to coin every single day. But I'd rather do this and have a long-term play than do the other stuff and have a 6-8 months and then 1,000 phone calls to go through because people don't understand it.
Well, because what we're really looking at here is, I mean, if I were to guesstimate, which I probably shouldn't do, but if I were to guesstimate, I mean, I would say on the low end, like low end, minimum of 3 years that this company is going to be here.
The Crypto Profits?
Right.
Crypto Profits Network is going to be here if the market does well, and the mining space does well, that we could be here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It all depends on. And Crypto Profits, the reason why they call it Crypto Profits Network is because they're focused on mining. Okay, that might not only be the only service, but that's the focus as of today. Okay, but you're right. 2, 3 years, 4, 5, 6 years. It all depends on the market. It all depends on the market, and if the market and the mining space stays healthy, you have a long run with this company.
Got it. Okay, so is there a way that, Luis, that you can go over a couple different, before I ask that question, I did have one of my leaders actually ask me a question. Despite the fact that we're in pre-launch, obviously Pinnacle has been doing what they've been doing. Do you know what they've been earning, like as far as mining, like how they've actually been doing their earnings from mining, or you have no idea?
Okay, run that one more time.
All right. So in other words,
one more time.
So in other words, although we're in pre-launch, right?
Yeah.
It still means that we can mine, correct, or not yet?
No, we are mining. Yeah, no. Crypto Profits Network is on pre-launch as the marketing arm for Pinnacle. Has been mining for 4 years. Pinnacle has mining farms in the U.S., Hong Kong, part of Asia, and other countries, and some that they're looking to launch within the next 90 to 120 days, new ones. So
right.
They're mining. Like I'm mining. Well, we started seeing the mining this week.
This week, okay. And then how have you seen it this week?
This week we were at 0.0015, 0.0014, 0.0015 per metahash.
Okay.
Back in March, April, May, we were at 0.007 to 0.002 per metahash. So the mining difficulty has grown since then, but that doesn't mean that's going to stay there, right?
Mm-hmm. So if you could walk us through a scenario, if there's a way if you can visualize it, but if you could walk us through a scenario of, like, if somebody brought some people on the team, like what kind of results could they see or anything like that, even if it's just
let me do something real quick, because I think that people will understand it better if I do this right here. We are going to, hold on one second, let me go ahead and unhide this. There. Oh, no, not this one. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on. This one right here. Okay. So this right here is, and again, this is based on May, the month of, so last month.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of last month. So this right here is based on, on the past. Right now, basically, I will have to, and I'm going to redo this within the next 24, 48 hours, Peter, and I will send it to you, okay?
Okay.
So this is based on, but I just want to show people basically just forget about the fast chart, and the fast chart is not going to change because it's based on the dollar value, on the value of the package. That will never change, okay? But the estimated Litecoin will change because it's based on actual service, and the service get affected by the mining difficulty, right? And different parameters related to the coin that we are mining, right? So, but if you refer 3 people, right, and these people refer 3 people, and so on and so forth, you do a 3x3, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody comes in with a gold package, okay? And this is the focus. I tell everybody, listen, doesn't matter if you mine with us, Genesis, or whatnot. The focus is how much metahash can you accumulate in your account, and how much metahash can you earn? Because I don't want to buy it, I want to earn it. Okay, I love to earn it. Okay, and leaders will can appreciate that. We love to grow our portfolios by earning them and not buying them. So if 3x3x3, everybody coming with a gold package, the first 3 will give you 60.05 earnings on the matching metahash. The 3 get 3, you at 28.89 additional, and so on and so forth. By number 7, by level 7, you accumulated almost 5,000 meta hashes in your account. Now those 5,000 meta hashes, hold on one second, let me see what that is. Talking about in relation to let's see, 5,000 divided by. So we're talking about the potential of 9 to 10 machines, mining rigs, okay, that you have earned, okay. And if you go one more level, you see what happens. That's another 7,000 meta hashes. Okay. So in relation to how much can you earn in Litecoin, like this right here will earn you anywhere from 0.02 to 0.035 Litecoins a week. Okay. This right here will give you an additional, I will say it's 0.03, 0.04 to 0.06. Okay. And again, it all depends on the mining difficulty and the parameters of the coin that you're mining. This is actually based on Litecoin. So right. 27, 57.78. That means that you're earning another I'll say 0.7 to 0.2 Litecoins, and so on and so forth. So by level 7, you'll be earning anywhere from it could be 6 to 10 Litecoins a week, okay, and earnings. At the same time, you've earned about $28,000 for fast charge, and this is paid to you in Litecoin. So you earn about $28,000 in Litecoin, okay. So if you're related to the high end of Litecoin, divided by, let's say 175, you're talking about 150 Litecoins that you've earned here.
Right.
So you already earned it, and this is based on $175 per Litecoin, right? So you've earned about 150, 160 Litecoins here in Fasters alone, aside of the weekly Litecoins that you're going to be earning. So now, if you go down here, you see what a 3x3 will do and what the meta hash will do. Now, this is only based on Litecoin. If you have 1,000 people in your organization, and let's say that nobody recruits a soul anymore, something happens, they die down, nobody else want to recruit anybody, because we're talking about a real service. Everybody's still a client, even though maybe they don't want to recruit anybody. Everybody's still a client. Guess what? Everybody will have the option, which most people will do, is to repurchase more MetaHash. Why? Because they want to grow their MetaHash so they can grow their Litecoin gains. And so you can keep growing from Litecoin. Let's say that these people next week, they decided to, all of them, take the weekly gains, and instead of mining for Litecoin, they now doing Ethereum. Well, now you have all these people buying Ethereum mining, and you get to earn all the MetaHash matching on Ethereum mining. Well, now they're doing Dash. Well, guess what? Now you matching all the Dash. Now they're doing Decree. Guess what? Now you're matching all the Decree, and so on and so forth. So you could grow. Right now we have a list of 8 coins. We actually, as of today, we have 9 now. And we're gonna keep on adding coins. So the unique, you asked me what is unique about CPN? To me, 3 major things. Number 1, this is real service. It's a real company. Number 2, it pays you mostly in MetaHash. So there's no cap to how much MetaHash you could have in your account. So because it pays you MetaHash. Okay. And number 3, it's a multiple mining wallet system. You can mine multiple coins under the same roof.
Okay, so that makes total sense, and I understand the breakdown and everything and how it works. But if we're to think about this from a global scale, if we're to think about this from a standpoint of, really the average person, it's really not, and this is just my opinion, and I know we've spoken about this, but it's really not from a gold package standard. It's probably more like, 500, maybe 750. But, most people aren't really going to touch that as much, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. So $1,500, cut that in half. So you cut all these, all what I've showed you, cut it in half.
Right.
That's basically the average of what you could, you could relate to. So just cut this in half. So instead of 150, 160 coins on Fast Charge, you'll be earning about 75, 80 coins on Fast Charge, right? Instead of 6 to 10 Litecoins, you'll be earning 3 to 5 Litecoins a week on this one.
Right.
So that's what it is. Now this is what I like about this. Okay. Our goal, and this is how I'm teaching my leaders and how I'm teaching my people, and everybody will do whatever they think is best for their teams. But I'm telling everyone, it doesn't matter if you come in at 100, 500, 750, but your goal is to get 429 meta hashes of Litecoin, get to platinum Litecoin, get to platinum Ethereum, get to platinum DApp. It doesn't matter if it takes you a day or a month or 6 months, because if you help everyone do that, okay, then for example, this gold package, this is based on the entry. But really, if these 3 people came at 500 and it took them a month to upgrade slowly to the gold package, then what that means is that you're still gonna get that, through the upgrades, right? So the goal is to help everyone rank from 100 to 500 to 750 to 1500 to 2500 and get to the platinum Litecoin, and then move from there and just start doing Ethereum, get 100 on Ethereum, and upgrade to slowly to the 500, 750, and so on and so forth. And they could do that with their earnings, or they could do that with their own money if they want to.
Okay, so let's go with this scenario. Let's say somebody came in at the 750, which is the silver, correct?
Yeah.
So if somebody comes in at the silver at 750, how many people do they have to get at what level for them to actually advance to go to gold, just for that example?
Okay. No, they need to get 3 personals. Or actually, they don't need to be 3. Any amount of personals that get to the amount of volume is based on personal volume and enrollment volume. Okay, so if you're silver, so 1,500 times. So you need 4,500 on personal volume. So if you get 3 people at 1,500, or you get 3 people, you get 10 people or 12 people. Like, what is this? 500. Hold on, I'm gonna divide it by. Or you get 9 at 500. Or you could get 3, 4 people that slowly upgrade from 100 to to whatever, and then. But you need 4,500 personal enrollment volume. However it is, if it's 3 at 1,500 or 9 at 500, or you could get the same 3 to slowly upgrade until they get to that volume, and then you will upgrade. That's how you get there. So you basically, what it is in order to go from rank to rank, you need 3 times the amount of volume of the next rank based on personal enrollment. For example, from silver to gold, you will need 3 of the gold, which is 4,500. From gold to diamond will be 7,500, and from diamond to platinum will be 12,000.
So or whatever amounts to that volume. So if that's like 500 times 10 packages or something like that to get you.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
Same thing.
It does exactly. Or they could slowly upgrade. We're gonna have our upgrade packages. We just officially pre-launched today, but we're gonna have our upgrade packages ready within the next few weeks, and they could upgrade from 100 to 500 to 750, and they could slowly upgrade too.
Okay,
and that counts.
And Luis, in the previous video, you shared 2 things at the end. Would that be possible for you to share that again?
I can, based off from today on, we can't. what I'm going to do is within the next couple of days, Keely asked me to do the 2 or 3 of these spreadsheets right here. And I'll have that ready by sometime tomorrow.
Oh, I don't
by
mean
sometime
that.
tomorrow.
Do you remember at the end of the first presentation tonight?
Oh, yes. The promotions?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, the new promotion right now is Earn as a Platinum. Basically, everybody can max out the comp plan by enrolling 5 people, 5 personal referrals that activate their mining accounts by July 15th. So you have about a little over 2 weeks. If you enroll 5 people that activate their accounts, you get to be a platinum. You earn as a platinum for 4 months. What that means is that you're not gonna get the meta hash. What you get is the benefits of a platinum rank. So you get to get paid on 11 levels for 4 months. What that means is that you have 4 months to get to platinum, whether it's by purchasing the package or whether it's by enrolling enough people to get to platinum. And then, or if you don't want to enroll anybody, you just want to purchase something and be a platinum, you could earn as a platinum by buying a $1,500 pack or a $2,500 pack, and you become a platinum.
Got it.
The next promotion is double your fast start. For whoever wants to come in at the $4,000 level by July 15th, from now to July 15th, they're going to earn double fast start on the 3rd and 4th level for 4 months as well. Okay, so basically the 3rd and 4th, and that's a misspell right here. But anyway, from 3rd to 4th, it's 3% on the 3rd and 3% on the 4th, so we will be 6% and 6%. A lot of leaders might appreciate this because the 3rd and 4th level, he wanted to do 2nd level, and I'm like, well, let's do a little deeper, because what happens is the 3rd and 4th level, you start getting a little bit more volume. And 6% on 3rd and 4th, that's actually a pretty good double fast start. So that's for 4 months. So for 4 months, whoever comes in at 4,000 will earn double fast start on 3rd and 4th levels.
Okay, cool. So let me just say this to whoever's actually here and whoever's going to hear this recording is that, a lot of us are with all different kinds of things that are out there right now. It could be cloud mining, it could be hash mining, it could be Telegram bots, it could be anything. The problem is no one knows exactly how long all those things are going to last. And the one reason why I decided to really push this was because of the fact that I see the ability for this to last for a long period of time. So, that's one thing that everyone really has to think about is where can you ground yourself in mining that it's going to be here for years. And that's the reason why I have actually come here so that I could be here. Now you could go to, I won't mention them, but you can go to many other companies that do mining and say they do mining. But so let's speak to something else really quickly here, Luis, and then we can end. But also, now correct me if I'm wrong, they're also going to have, now it's not going to be easy to see it, but they're also going to have a US-based mining facility that at some point you will be able to see, correct?
Yes, absolutely. They actually right now, and I don't know if people know, some of the largest mining facilities are in the US, non-affiliate marketers, like actual mining farms, and talking about 50, 100,000 machines or more that are based in the US. A lot of people don't know that. So Pinnacle Mining manages a few mining farms right now in the US. They do not belong to Crypto Profits Network. Remember that Pinnacle Mining actually, their service, the main service is to create, build, and manage mining farms. So a Crypto Profits Network is going to have a small mining farm here in the US. And yes, we are going to be able to tour that facility. Due to the fact that it's going to be in the US, the security is going to be a little higher. and the tour is not going to be a public tour, but yes, we are going to be able to set up scheduled private tours for the facility. I would imagine that by October, November, maybe a little before. And initially, we're going to have a set amount of people, like that can actually go. So we might do a promotion based on volume to actually pick whoever is going to tour the facility first.
Cool. That's awesome. One of the biggest things that all of us really look for is tremendous amounts of transparency. And, I think we found that here with Achille and with obviously everyone else involved. I believe at some point we probably will have to actually set up a meeting with Achille, because a lot of people will definitely want that, to see the transparency. And I know you said that would be something that would be possible.
Yes, absolutely. We could do a private Zoom, or we could do he travels a whole lot, but
right.
If your team is international and he's traveling, he travels Asia a lot. So we can meet personally with him at one point, or we can meet through a Zoom. So yeah, we absolutely can schedule something.
Okay, awesome. That sounds great. Luis, I really appreciate your time. If I come across any other questions, I will definitely let you know. Thank you all for attending, and we look forward to seeing you guys here.
Great. And if you have any questions, Peter, great to be a part of the team. So if you have any question ever, just give me a call or reach out to me.
Yep, that sounds great. And we'll leave it at that. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. I will claim the recording. Our